When we see old wartime pictures of family members, we can't help but imagine how we ourselves would have coped in such circumstances. For all its horrors, war strangely acts as a nodal point in time that we can look back at and hang our memories on. Of course, these aren't my memories, but I guess they could have been. My perception of World War I has always been one of futility. Miserable men huddled together in trenches, it has none of the relative excitement of World War II, where countries fell in days and exotic nations did battle in far-off lands. I know which war I played at as a kid. It was always the bigger, louder sequel. Looking through both my great-great-uncle's collection of war memorabilia has changed my perception somewhat. Their story goes like this. Two brothers, Glenn and John, university graduates, joined up in 1915, both in their early 20s. Back then you could join regiments together with family members or friends, PAL regiments they were called. This created fraternity between troops, but also meant if a whole regiment was killed, then entire villages lost all their young men overnight. In World War II they stopped this practice. They also wouldn't have put university graduates necessarily in the front line. Today, if there's a mass call-up, a soft art student like me would probably be in intelligence. Actually, do we even need artists in war? The first thing that strikes me is how much fun it seemed. You've studied in Glasgow, then before you know it, you're stationed in Egypt. I mean, I've been all around the world and I've yet to go to Egypt. I'm already jealous. In 1915, this must have blown their minds. The other thing I'm jealous of is the quality of Glenn's drawings. A doctor by trade, he draws better than I can, and I studied art for 5 years. I guess people had more time on their hands without DVDs and computer games. The ill-fated Gallipoli campaign looms on the horizon. It's the Allies' doomed attempt to take Europe via its soft underbelly. Turns out even technologically weaker opponents such as the Turks will fight with unbreakable determination when defending their homelands. One brother fights with such bravery that he's nominated for the Victoria Cross. The other brother is noted for equal commitment and valour. I'm scared just thinking about it.
We ran ashore on V Beach at 6:30, being shelled on the way by 6-inch guns from the Asiatic side. If the River Clyde had not been on that beach with the Maxims on board, not one of those still living on shore could have survived. For 3 hours I stood on the end of the spit in 2 feet of water, helping the heavily laden men to jump ashore and trying to persuade the wounded that we would soon get them aboard.
By a miracle they both survive, and now it's off to join the Royal Flying Corps to fight in France. Powered flight has only been invented a few years previously, and now you can sign up and fight the enemy via this epoch-defining invention. Mankind's oldest dream. Today it would be like me joining the Space Corps to fight enemies on the moon. What fun! Then one brother crashes on a training flight and is killed in 1917. I'm almost disappointed he wasn't killed in combat, but what the hell does it matter? John's dead.
Second Lieutenant J.H. Hepburn Russell, RFC, who was accidentally killed in a collision in the air between aeroplanes at
My
Croydon,
dear
Surrey.
Peggy, one feels that words are so futile at a time like this. I feel that I want to take you in my arms and love you, poor girl. My warmest love to you. From Louise.
Glenn fights on.
Closest friend.
His drawings are still funny. I don't know exactly what happened to him. My gran died last year. I think she would have known. The centenary rolls around, and last week the Daily Mail gets in touch with my aunt. They found the brothers' grave. They're buried together in a neglected graveyard in Scotland, and are we outraged about this? No, my mum thinks overgrown graves look pretty. I look a bit like them, right? I mean, I see it even if you don't. I'm an artist too, right? Glenn's silly drawings are almost as silly as mine, maybe sillier. I'd have liked Egypt. I like flying. Sure, I'm a coward, but they must have been scared too, right? Sorry, this is a futile exercise. I'm not going to find myself here. This is both my great-uncle's tale, and I'm just proud I'm able to tell it. I'll only ever play at being a soldier. I feel very lucky.